Good morning, dear students and friends. I'm welcoming you to the Prithviraj English Academy. As you know that we are doing the social studies series for Karnataka State Board. In this video, I'm going to discussing the explanation of 10th standard chapter number 18, the freedom struggle. At the same time, I'm going to discussing this lesson is there for even the 7th standard also. So I have in my mind means the concern of both the lessons for the both the classes. I am doing the explanation of the in this video, so please go through it both the classes. So as you know, this is the new syllabus of 2024 and 25. So lesson name is called the freedom struggle. So without a delay, let's start the explanation. So first point is an introduction is growth of nationalism. So how the nationalism was began. As you know, in the first war of Indian independence, that time that was not going to spread to the all over the India. So that's why we failed in that, but that was going to contribute to the bringing a nationalism among the Indian people. So for the few elements are there, they are going to growth our nationalism. First one is Western education and introduction to the modern science and knowledge. Britishers are introduced English education, through that the people are going to started learning and they are started communicating in the same language, because before in India there is so many languages are there, but now we all came to under the influence of only one language, so everybody can be understand that. And modern science also, they are introduced the science also and knowledge also. Uniform system of administration. Before, whole country didn't have the same administration, but British was going to introduce the same administration system. Then people will going to understood that we are all one. Nationalism means what? We are all one. So this concept came into exist. Then economic exploitation done by the Britishers, like Jamindari system. So many are there. By this one also, people are going to understood that Britishers are the enemy of us, so we have to fight against them. Awareness of the tradition. Before, our people didn't have the awareness about our culture and traditions, like Harappan civilization, like our Vedic culture. We didn't have that knowledge because of Britishers. And before even in India, education was not going to given to the everyone, but now Britishers are going to introduce English education, means everybody got that chance and they started studying these things, learning these things. Then these are going to helpful to the Indians to it was going to helpful to growth the nationalism. Then come to the social and religious movements done by the Rajaram Mohan Rai, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Atmaram Pandurang, Jyotiba Phule, Swami Vivekananda, Annie Besant. Because of them, we came to know. As you know, Annie Besant was started home rule movement. Swami Vivekananda always going to inspire the people to fight with the Britishers and how to get a freedom by them. Then inspiration of the first war of Indian independence. You know that first war of Indian independence, we may be lost in that war. We lost in that war, but fortunately, that was going to helpful us to uh, growth and nationalism among ourselves. We came to know this country is ours and we are all the one. Hindu, Muslims, we are all one. That concept was came into the existence. Then last point is racial discrimination. Britishers always going to discriminate on our color, and they always going to say that you are the Indians, so you are the different and we are the different. Like that they are going to say, means they are going to utter. So that was going to influence that, this means particular color we are the Indians, so we have to fight. Means we are the natives and they are the outsiders, so we have to fight against the outsiders. So that's why the Indians are going to come together, and for that they are searching for the organization, opportunity. And that time, in the year of 1885, Indian National Congress was going to be established by the British civil servant, a retired civil servant. His name is called A.O. Hume, Allen Activine Hume. It was established in 1885 at the Mumbai. Indian National Congress was established in 1885 at the Mumbai, and Umesh Chandra Banerjee was the first president of the Indian National Congress. And when it was established, that time only 72 representatives are going to participate in the first session of the Indian National Congress, and most of them, they are the lawyers, journalists and upper class They are the member of the upper class society. So this is the first forum. This is the first political forum to encourage the national movement, but that Indian National Congress. Then here the founder of the Indian National Congress, his picture is there. His name is called A.O.U, founder of the Indian National Congress. Then this side we have the first president of the Indian National Congress session. His name is called Umesh Chandra Banerjee. Now move to the our freedom struggle. That period is then we are going to divide it in a three parts. First we are going to call it as a age of moderates from 1885 to 1905. This period we are going to call it as a age of moderates. So early leaders of the Indian National Congress we are going to call them as a moderates, and they are always going to believe that principle of the constitution. Means moderates are going to believe in a principles of moderate constitution step by step, and their method is that they are loyal to the British rule, and they follow the path of the what, praying, appealing and protesting to achieve what they want. Means they are always going to pray for it. They are going to appealing to the Britishers. They are going to protest against this one, and like that they want to achieve their freedom. And along with that, Britishers are going to in addition, they attempt to Britishers to bring about the reforms in a political, social and economic fields. They want Britishers should be bring the reforms in a political, social and economical fields. So this is the method. Then come to their objectives of the Indian National Congress. To bring together to bring all together and create a friendly relationship among all the political activists from the various parts of the country. So they want to create the political means friendly relationship among them, and they want to promote the national unity, means we are all one, like that. And they are going to take the demands of the people from the people, and they are going to put them in front of the government and shape them as a public opinion. And they want to develop the nationalism in the place of the provincialism. You know that before we had the provincials, means small states we had, and we had the provincialism, means we are going to say that I am going to belong to the particular place, like Hyderabad Nizams, like that, yeah, Madras, like that we are, yeah, Oudh, yeah, Mughals, like that we are going to say. But now we are going to say that, means they are going to promoting what, nationalism. We are the Indians. That concept came into the existence. So here we have some important moderate leaders like Dadabhai Naoroji, Surendranath Banerjee, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Mahadev Govind Ranade, IMG Ranade. Okay, here you have their pictures also. Dadabhai Naoroji, Surendranath Banerjee and Gopal Krishna Gokhale's picture is there. You can go through it. Okay. Then move to the next. Next is the demands of the moderates. What demand they had? First one is freedom of speech and publications. They want freedom of speech, means British should be give a freedom to the Indians to the they can speak what they feel, and they want a public means freedom of the publication, means they can publish the books, they can publish their articles, magazines. The Britishers should be give them the freedom. They want the separate judiciarism from the judiciary, means court from the executives. Then they always going to demand for the reduction of the military expenses by the Britishers. As you know that Britishers are always going to have the thirstiness towards the war. So, and they are always going to spend more money on the military activities. So they want to please reduce, means they demand for the British, you have to reduce the military expenditures. Then they are going to always going to demand for the primary schools, high schools and technical educations like science, engineering. These colleges you have to establish, like that they are going to demand. And they are going to demand for, they are going to always going to urge to the British that ban on the Weapons Act. Then next is banking, irrigation, medical facilities should be provided by the Britishers. These are the demands they had. And they want to cancellation of the tax on the salt. Britishers are going to implement the tax on the salt, so they want to cancel it. Okay. And very important demand of the moderates is what? ICS, Indian Civil Service Examination, those time are going to held in only in London. They want simultaneously in London and in India also, in England and in India, simultaneously that exam should be conducted. Means it is easier for us to appear in India. Okay. Then and along with that, they want to urge to the Britishers that you have to give us representation in a central and provincial legislatures. And last is their demand is most important demand is what? Britishers have to appoint Indians for the higher posts. As you know that before the Britishers are not going to appointing us for the higher posts. So these are the demands they had. Now come to the next stage, that is age of extremists from 1905 to 1919. Okay. As you know that moderates are not going to reach to the common people because they are all came from the upper class society, so they are not going to reach to the common people. So this is the one problem. Because of that, the new group exists within a Congress only, that is called as the age of extremists we are going to call them. They are not going to reach to the common people. That's why this group is came to the existence. Okay, here we have some great leaders like we came to know what is there. They are going to always extremists are going to say that they are going to criticize. They are started criticizing to the moderates, are saying that the praying and requesting will not going to fulfill our aim, and they are going to they are going to criticize to the moderates like that. Moderates are the political beggars. They are always going to beg. So these are all. And some youths are not going to inspired by the moderates. They are going to inspired by the extremists, and they join to the extremists group. And within then they started this one what we are going to call extremely. Extremely means protest. If it is possible, they are started using means extremely they want to protest against the Britishers. Okay. And here we have the few leaders among the extremists. The most important are Lal Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Arvindo. And their leaders are going to popularly known as Lal Bal Pal. Lal Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. Okay, here we have the important extremist leaders: Arvindo Ghosh, Lal Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. So now we came to know particularly about the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He had declaration that Swaraj is my birthright. Swaraj means by my own rule. So you are always going to say this is my birthright, I shall have it. Tilak introduced the Ganesh and Shivaji festivals and Durga Puja to bring all the Indians together. For that purpose he has started publicly celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi, Shivaji festival, Shivaji Jayanti, and Durga Puja. And he has started publishing the newspapers like Maratha in English and Kesari in Marathi languages. Okay, in the year of 1916, he along with the Annie Besant, he started home rule movements. And Tilak was given, because of these all the things, Tilak was given the black water punishment by the Britishers and sent him to the Burma jail. And during the imprisonment, when he was there in a jail, he was written a book. That book name is called Gita Rahasya, the mystery of the Gita, about the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Then next come to the next leader. His name is called extremist leader. His name is called Bipin Chandra Pal. He was published a New India, and he is the first one who was. He is the one who was gather the people, for the mass protest in Bengal. Then come to the Arvindo Ghosh. He started a newspaper, name is called Vande Mataram. And Arvindo Ghosh was started advocating the people to boycott, stop using the foreign goods and use only Swadeshi goods. And he started many national schools for the Indian people. Okay. Then now next come to the Lal Lajpat Rai. We are going to consider him, he is the lion of the Punjab. He is the founder of the Bank of Punjab. Okay, and he always going to say that we will achieve the Swaraj as the right, not as a arms. Arms means not as a we are not going to achieve the freedom like a beggars. We are going to achieve the freedom like a arms like a Swaraj. Okay, now come to the causes why the extremists came existence. First one is the Britishers are going to ignoring Indians to appointing for the higher positions. And Lord Curzon is a viceroy in a during the extremist scheme exist in a year of 1905. He was planned for dividing the Bengal on basis on the communalism. Yeah, and you know that in a year of 1905, Russia was defeated by the small country Japan. Then people understood that Europeans can be defeated by the Asians. Then the inspiration given by the revolutionary movements in Ireland, Russia, China, Turkey, Egypt, and other countries. These all things was going to inspire to the this one what we are going to call extremists. Okay, so by this one I am going to stop today's session. In next we will come to know about the major incidents what happened during the time of the extremists. We will come to know about them in a later class. So till there you can just go through it. These all we will come to know about the later things in a later classes. So thanks for watching this video, my dears. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.